Well, we've made it to the end of summer. Labor Day is in the rearview mirror, and we've got football and fall weather, Halloween, Thanksgiving, all of that stuff. It'll be here before you know it. Christmas, dang. Christmas is only a couple, 3 months away. 3 months? October, yeah, 3 months. We'll give it 3 months. Which means I will start my Christmas shopping about 2 days before Christmas. That's what I do. I make it hard on myself. Anyways, so since summer is basically over, if you remember, I have a 4 installment and 4 video installment of Stirling Soap Company samples, both soap and aftershave. And this is the final one. This is wrapping everything up here. Today's soap and aftershave that I'll be using is Sandpiper. This is a lovely, lovely scent. Hoon Shaver, he's in South Korea. He is a wet shaver that I follow. He did a review of this, and he also talked about the movie. There's a movie called Sandpiper. I have not seen it, and I really like old movies. It looks like it came out in 1965. I've got some notes here on my phone. But it has Richard Burton and Elizabeth Taylor, and I really should watch the movie. I know he talks about the movie in his video. It's in South Korean. I can't really understand exactly what he's saying, but I do know that he references that movie. So I don't know if that movie inspired the scent or not. But I'm looking at the scent notes. It is cardamom is the top note scent, and then check this out: bergamot, cedar, and lavender. So in my last video was about bergamot and lavender, and I talked about how that's one of my favorite scents. It's kind of got the same elements, obviously. I get a little bit of like a citrus, that would be the bergamot. Also vetiver and caraway. And it says that it is inspired by or a dupe of YZL. I don't know if YZL it's the company, and I don't know if that stands for something. I'm not sure. I'm not a big fragrance guy. I don't have a lot of colognes. And then La Nuit de la L'Homme. So I just botched that. I'm sure it's in French. I'll spell it out here at the bottom. But YSL. I might have said Z. YSL. I have what is it? When you superimpose words around or letters around. Anyways, YSL La Nuit de l'Homme. Anyways, I'll stop talking about all that. It smells absolutely wonderful. Kind of a cologne-y scent, but very fresh, very bright, much like bergamot lavender. This is kind of like next level bergamot lavender from my last shave. Of course, I'll be using the matching aftershave. It comes in this awesome little, almost like travel size. I will be on the road here in a couple of weeks for work, and I think I'm going to take one of these little samples with me and just use that while I'm on the road. As far as the brush that I'm using, this Yaqi 24 millimeter synthetic brush. It's not like a beehive handle, or maybe it is, I don't know. It's a little short handle and a little short knot. It's synthetic, 24 millimeter, and it doesn't have much loft. Again, loft is that distance between the top of the handle and the tips of the brush. I will be lathering in a DS Cosmetic lather bowl. I love this bowl. It is as good as my timeless bowls. Great plastic bowl that I'll be using. The razor that I'll be using is the Muhle R107, and I've used this in at least one other video. I got this from the razor company for like 27 bucks. Wonderful razor, extremely aggressive though. It's interesting, it has no knurling or no pattern or anything on the handle, but I have no issues with it slipping or anything. For some reason, even though it's acrylic or plastic, and it's slick and it's smooth, I get a good grip on this razor. It's balanced very well. I like this razor a lot. And the blade that I'll be using in it is a Lord Cool. It's funny, the label for Lord Cool has a guy skiing, which is kind of funny. But anyways, so that's the shave. That's everything I'll be using. No pre-shave today. I just got out of the shower. You can tell because I've kind of got that fuzzy, fuzzy hair thing going on. I don't know if you guys are like that, but when I get out of the shower, if I don't put any gel or product or anything in my hair, I get this kind of fuzzy thing going on. So anyways, yeah, so that's the shave. Let's go down now to the bowl lather demo. So as usual, I've got a little bit of warm water on top of my soap just to kind of soften it up. Stirling soap is by no means super hard, but it's not a crope or it's not a cream by any means either. It's kind of just in between. It's like kind of like soft candle wax is the best way that I would describe Stirling soap's viscosity or hardness, if you will. I don't know. And then of course I've had my brush soaking in some warm water. It's synthetic. You don't really have to soak a synthetic brush, but you know, just out of habit, maybe. I don't know. There it is. That's what it looks like when it's all wet. I've seen other like wet shavers actually like post pictures of what that looks like. A tuxedo, not wet. I don't know. It's like abstract art, if you will. Like, what does that look like to you? It looks like a face. I don't know, a face, a paw print, a Denver omelet. Who knows? Anyways, okay. So yeah, there's that. All right, now this is always tricky, kind of reaching around my tripod here. Since this brush has a really low loft, the distance from the base or the top of the handle to the tips of the bristles is very short. When it splays out, it's not very big. So you can see, even when I push it down here, it doesn't even touch the edges of the bowl. This is a huge bowl, and I would say a smaller sized knot. I'm going to add a little bit of water to that. Just a splash. I think I actually added too much, but it'll work out. This is a pretty intense scent, or the scent strength is pretty high with this soap. It's already filling my whole bathroom with a lovely scent. And yeah, bergamot and lavender. I definitely smell the bergamot and lavender with this soap. And you know, I don't think I need to add any more water. Like I said, I thought I possibly added a little too much. I think I added just the right amount. Look at this. That looks perfect to me. Okay, so that was quick. Back up top. Okay, welcome back up. Hope you enjoyed that demo. Of course, Stirling Soap, it performs amazing. I don't know if I have a single brush that doesn't do great with just whipping up a great lather with Stirling. Got several days growth here. I've got gosh, at least 3 days growth. I go through these weird, like, I will get up right when my alarm goes off, and I'll get up and I'll be up at 5:30 or so, and by 6:30 coffee, breakfast, shave, shower, like, and I'll do that for days and days. Like, I'll do that solid for like 2-3 weeks. But then I'll go through these phases where I hit snooze like 4 times, and I get up, and it's too late to shave at that point, and you know, I eat breakfast on my drive to work. I'm in one of those phases. So honestly, each week I'm only shaving like twice. Whereas there are times that I shave 5 days a week. I don't have to shave for my work, for my job. I used to, back when I was in television. But now, I don't. I just enjoy shaving. But lately I've been lazy. And so what does that mean for these videos? I typically shoot these videos on the weekend. So during non-lazy weeks, I shave on Friday. So when I shoot my video on either Saturday or Sunday, I don't have a ton of growth. I probably haven't shaved since Thursday, maybe even Wednesday. So I've got several days growth. Does that all make sense? Anyway. Lovely, lovely scent. Honestly, now that I think about it, very similar to the scent, the bergamot and lavender from the last video. Soon, I'll be busting out my Stirling pumpkin spice shave soap. I bought that as a sample like 2 years ago, and I still have a little bit left. I have enough, I think, to make one more year's worth of video and just use. So I think next year I'll probably have to restock on the Stirling pumpkin spice and apple cider. I love the hot apple cider, very Christmassy scent. You can probably hear my kids. They're very rambunctious last couple of days. Just a lot of energy. My wife is kind of wrangling them. We have like an agreement, like she watches them while I do shave videos. She went out yesterday and had lunch with a friend, and then the two of them went and bought like some crafting supplies. So I stayed home with the girls yesterday. Well, she went out and ran around, and now she's letting me shoot a shave video. Great combo with this razor and this blade. Just mowing through that thick growth. I mentioned just a minute ago that I'm excited for football. College football has already started. Of course, this first couple of weeks kind of sucks because you got really, really good teams playing not so good teams. But pro football starts here very soon. This weekend, in fact. I saw a thing on Facebook and it said, well, it's that time of year when a football team determines my mood for the next few months. I do. If the Packers win, or the Texas Tech Red Raiders win, or the Mississippi State Bulldogs win, or the Arkansas Razorbacks, or the Wisconsin Badgers. If any of those teams win, I'm in a good mood. If any of those teams lose, I'm in a bad mood. Let's not forget about baseball. Baseball is still in full effect. I've mentioned before, I'm a big fan of the New York Mets. They are doing amazing this season. Just got to make it through this last stretch before the playoffs. And the Brewers have kind of slipped. But I also enjoy the Texas Rangers, which they went to 2 World Series in a back-to-back, I believe, and lost them both, and just have not been any good since. I know they went to 1. I don't know if they went to 2 in a row, but I don't follow them as closely as I do the Mets or the Brewers. What else? Fall weather. We've been getting down in the low 50s at night. And then highs in the 70s. It's beautiful. Dang, I just saw, a couple of videos ago I talked about the Northern Lights. I got up this morning and I looked on social media. All of my local photography fans posted incredible photos of the Northern Lights last night. I missed it. Oh well. There will be other opportunities. I mentioned the movie The Sandpiper. I really need to see it. I do really like old movies. 60s and 70s are my favorite era of movies. I think my favorite old actor from older films was Steve McQueen. Movies like The Great Escape, The Sand Pebbles, Papillon, Bullet. That movie's incredible. Yeah, Steve, and this, I feel like this is a Steve McQueen scent right here. I could see Steve McQueen rocking this scent. So yeah. Boy, what I wouldn't give for Steve McQueen's car in the movie Bullet. If you've never seen that movie, it has about a 15-minute car chase scene between a Dodge Charger and a Ford Mustang. And it's through the streets of San Francisco. It's pretty awesome. My wife and I went to the farmer's market the other day. And we bought fried green tomatoes. If you remember me talking about the fair, the Minnesota State Fair, we always get fried green tomatoes. And we always at least once try to make it at the house. Never as good as the good people at the Minnesota State Fair. But it's a real hassle. But it's fun. I don't know. It's something we do once a year. We fry up our own green tomatoes. And my wife is always like, was that a southern thing? Did y'all do that in the South? No. Fried okra and fried squash. We ate a lot of that when I was a kid. And they don't even really have okra up here. I don't know if it gets hot enough to grow okra. Same thing with peppers, jalapenos and stuff like that. Don't really grow up here. You have to have a lot of heat to grow peppers. My little backyard garden this year sucked. Some critter, either a squirrel or deer or something, basically kept eating everything. There is talk that my neighborhood is going to do a community garden next season. So that would be great, because I believe there would be a big fence to keep critters out. Rabbits, it could be anything. Turkey, hell, we have a bunch of wild turkey that roam our neighborhood. I don't think it's the turkey. But it's very possible that it's deer, rabbit, or squirrels. Little chipmunk. They even have little chipmunks running around everywhere. So who knows? I've really enjoyed this series on Stirling soaps. I know lots of other websites offer samples. So maybe, I pick up 4 samples from another brand, A&E, or you know what? You know what I really want to try? 345 soaps and Zangari. Those are two artisan soaps that I have never tried that I really want to try. First Line Shave also is one that I really want to try. There's a ton out there, but those are three that come to mind. So, you know, maybe I can find some samples. It helps if I can also find the matching aftershave. That used to not be like important to me, and I think now it is. If I really like a scent, I want to smell it all day. And that's one thing I like about Stirling is you can get the matching aftershave as well. I was kind of worried about this razor. This is a first time use of this Lord blade. And since this is such an aggressive razor, a lot of times I don't like to use this razor till I've used the blade at least once in a less aggressive razor. It kind of takes the bite off of it. But I had no issues, so. No nicks, no cuts. Just got lucky. So I don't know what I'm going to do next. I don't have any new gear coming in. I don't have any new soaps. I do have a gift card I haven't used. So I'm sure I'll pick something up. Thing is, I don't really need anything. And I'm not seeing anything out there that I'm like, ooh, I gotta have that. I am looking forward to picking up a Christmas scent, a new Christmas scent. Christmas is my favorite holiday, and I'd like to, I've got a couple of Christmas scents. But you know, I'd like to get another one in the rotation. Black Ship Grooming has several Christmas options. Christmas cannons. I can't name them right now. Christmas cannons is the only one I can think of. First Line Shave has one that has Ralphie from A Christmas Story on it, and I want to try that one. It's called A Christmas Shave, I believe. But I don't know if they still produce that one or not. It's seasonal, obviously. Okay, we'll do this tiny little aftershave. I feel a little bit of a burn. I must have that razor, and I see a couple of kind of red spots. So it's still pretty. It's got a little bit of a sting to it, but smooth. Oh yeah, feeling a little bit of a burn there. I know my wife really likes this scent. When I head downstairs here in a few minutes, she's gonna be, ooh, what's that? And I'll say Sandpiper by Stirling Soap Company. And then I'll whisker off to the bedroom. Okay. Here's to a great fall. I hope everybody has a great final season. No, it's not the final season of the year. It's the next to last season of the year. We still have winter, even though winter splits the 2 years. I'm just talking crazy. I'm going to stop now. I'll see you guys very, very soon. Thanks for watching.